remnant of a flood, I'm guessing. Be high above the water. Probably can't tell, but the sun is rising just over, well, cresting the mountain back there behind me. And I was just thinking that it sounds like I'm using a lot of no's on this Camino. You know, when I'm meeting people and they're asking me about eating this or eating that, and they want to pour me a glass of wine or something, and I say no, thank you. You know, no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar, and no gluten. And it sounds like a lot of no's, but I don't see it that way. I don't see it as withholding something from me or abstaining from something. I see it as me reclaiming my autonomy. And to do that, I need to completely cleanse all my systems, the physical system, the mental system, the emotional, and the spiritual system. It's a tall order. We'll see if I can do it on this Camino. And when I reclaim that autonomy, then I can choose which of those things to indulge in for a time, for a day, for a moment, or whatever. And I just wanted to share that that's how I see it. I don't see myself as suffering through this denying myself, you know, basic pleasures or whatever. It's not that. Sugar has been a constant companion in my life, and not a very healthy or welcome one. And because I'm Pitta, I really shouldn't be, that's in the Ayurveda system, I really shouldn't be having caffeine. I'm already fiery enough and don't need more stimulants. But I don't see anything wrong with a once in a while or anything like that. But I want to gain my autonomy, and I want to be able to pick and choose if and when. So that was the main road that we were on. Now we're on a smaller road. And goodbye again. So, these are really big ants. I'm going to have to get there. Maybe you can't tell, but they're really big. They're nearly a centimeter long. Yeah, nearly a centimeter. I lost them again. There are a lot on the path. Okay, so you can tell I'm pretty tired out. I just climbed from down there where the road was. It's really hard to tell how high it is. Look at the size of the cars. I think it said it on the sign. How many meters up it was. Can't remember though. Anyway, here we go. We got here at 10:30 and it was empty except for one person, and now it's like filled with everybody. And we're at Jesus and Maria Albergue, and I watched my bag get delivered, so that's good. And now it's just a matter of waiting for them to open. One more. How long have we been here? So we had an hour and a half, and we have about 15 or 20 minutes left. So just over an hour we've been waiting. And hopefully, since you can't make a reservation, we're gonna find a place. Well, everybody will find a place. Okay, Aurelio and I walked from Uriga, I think it was called. It's one of the more difficult towns. I got lost a couple of times, and nice people stopped me and told me which way to go. And yeah, so hopefully we're gonna get a place to sleep tonight. Okay, so you were all with me for the original packing video, and you probably thought I was crazy. And I thought, oh yeah, I know I'm taking some extra stuff, but you know, it's not a big deal. I can handle that. That's not a big deal. I need these things, right? And now here I am in Pamplona, and I bought a box, and I'm going to send a bunch of things back. My beautiful, wonderful sleeping bag that is so comfortable to sleep in and that works in any weather. But it's just, I don't think it's that light really, and it takes up a lot of space. So I'm just gonna use my, I'm just using my sleeping bag liner, that's it. And then if I have to wear every piece of clothing that I have left just to stay warm, then I'll do that, right? So when I was at the last one, do you remember I packed a bunch of clothes that I was ready to say goodbye to? And a sleeping bag goes in that too. I might have to take the clothes out of the bag to pack it in. Ah, no, that just slid right down. Okay, and now I'm just gonna sort through all the rest of the things, but I'm not gonna force you to watch me while I do all that. So I'll see you when it's all packed. Okay, so this is the box, and it is completely full, right? To the top. Okay, if you can believe that, everything is in there. And now we'll see if this stuff that's left over, how that fits into the backpack. So first we'll put this down. I hope that box is going to stand up to international travel. I might have to buy some tape to tape up the edges. So yeah. There's one bag. That's all my warm stuff that goes down there. So that's just the fleece I have, the raincoat I have, and my base layers. So I just put that by itself in there. I actually still need to go get my small bag and see if there's anything from there that I want to send back. But this now, top clothes, bottom clothes, liner to sleep in, and the fact if I still put the liner and the little pillow, every single hostel has a pillow in it. So I didn't even really need this, but now I can use this for between my knees to protect my hips at night, so that's okay. Cables go there, and the towels up there. I have one towel hanging up outside, and I'm keeping one bowl only, my sporks, and the soap, but not shampoo. And I didn't bring liquid shampoo. It was a bar shampoo, if you remember. And even just tossing these things in, even my hand wipes, which To be honest, I haven't even needed them yet. I might just send those back. Give them away or something. I'm putting my bag protector, which I can actually put on the outside. Let's see what that weighs. So I haven't put my writing utensils in here yet, or anything from the little bag that I carry, which is about, the little bag is about 4 kilos, I think, 3 or 4 kilos. So this is probably 2.5, 3 kilos, something like that. So this is gonna be incredible. Now I'll go get the little bag. Morning. So I'm leaving town now, and here we go. Yep. And yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what that is. I didn't do any sightseeing, and I'm just, well, you know what I'm doing. But at any rate, I'm looking forward to getting to Pamplona and being able to empty out my bag, send some stuff back, and then I can have my bag with me all the time and I don't have to keep sending it on, because it's a little source of worry that I just leave my bag, all my stuff there, and I mean, I suppose everything in there is replaceable, but even so, it's not such a nice feeling knowing it's all going to be there, and there's no one watching it until the person comes to open it up, to open up the, well, to close it. It's like in full view of anybody walking past, and I don't know, it's just, thefts can happen, you know. So it makes me a little bit uneasy, but I'm gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna have to make some peace with that, you know, with the choices I've made, with the decisions I've made. So this is where we were yesterday, right? That's where we came from. And now we're starting, right? And yeah, that's maybe gonna be today's work, is making some peace with choices, you know, choices that I've made, maybe in general, maybe just recently, and then we'll see what happens from Pamplona. There's the moon up in the sky. I don't know if you can see it. It's nice. All right then, see you later. And I forgot to mention, I am getting started earlier, so each day it's kind of as I predicted. Even though yesterday evening I didn't get very good sleep and I was up at 5:30, there were just certain things that couldn't be helped, and I didn't end up leaving until 6:45, well, 6:43, but so essentially a half hour earlier, or 20 minutes earlier or so than yesterday. So I hope it will keep being like that. All right then. glasses on because I want to make sure that I can read what I have here. So I've got the map, right? And we started in Larrasoaña, and I've got a lot of pictures, lots and lots of pictures to share with you guys. And we went all the way from Larrasoaña to Pamplona, and that was around, I think, wait, let me see, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 15, around 16 kilometers today. And I'm feeling really great because I had, well, so many things happened. So I found a vegan, well, I didn't find it. I went with Tina to a vegan restaurant, and we had fantastic food. You get to see pictures of the food as well. I got this really nifty thing for my backpack, so that'll just come right out. I'm sure you guys can figure out what this is, but I can't figure out how to open it or make it work, so I'm gonna ask Tina tomorrow. She has one and she'll show me. And I also got this nifty Santiago de Compostela knife because I needed a knife to to cut fruit, veg, things like that when I'm out. And so I'm so glad I didn't bring one with me because I've got like Swiss knives at home, but I got to have a Santiago de Compostela one now, so that's really exciting. And what else? I sent back 7.5 kilos of stuff, so I'm super excited because so far I have been letting my bag get transported from one station to the next, which always meant that I had to figure out where I was going to sleep before I started my trek. And that means I always had to go to the municipal albergue, so the hostel, right, for pilgrims. And because they don't take reservations, it's a first come first serve, so you just have to kind of make sure that you get there on time. And so this way though, now I can just carry my bag with all my stuff. I don't have to, if I feel like stopping sooner, if I feel like going on longer, I'm completely free to do so. So you can see I'm full of energy. I'm super excited about that. 7.5 kilos lighter. I just hope and pray that my box is going to make it back to Scotland, because the cardboard wasn't that strong, and I just kind of threw everything in there in bags, and it's my wonderful, wonderful sleeping bag that I love so much. And yeah, and then I taped it all up 50 million times, so I'm hoping it's gonna make it back. And tomorrow I'm not going all the way to Larrasoaña. Most of the people would go from Pamplona to Larrasoaña, but I'm gonna stop sooner. I'm gonna stop at Uppbeat, and that's because I'm hanging out with Tina for the walk. So and then she reserved a place for us to stay for that night. So I'm just really kind of tagging along because this is her 8th Camino, so she really knows what she's doing. Certainly not for the whole thing, I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but for now it feels right. Oh, and that was the rest I want to tell you. Thanks to Tina, she got us a tour. She happened to see a message in Roncesvalles about a tour in Pamplona, and a tour around the city. So that's where a lot of the pictures are from too. So we got a tour around the city. We got told, about I can't tell everything back to you again because you kind of know my brain like a sieve, so I've forgotten a lot of stuff already. But we got told about the bull runs in Pamplona, which I don't approve of. I'm not happy with those, but they are a part of the story, and he explained why, but I missed half of that story. And he told us about the churches, and in the church, in fact, the one where I take pictures of the wooden floor that has numbers on it, it's got numbers on it because they were counting how many the bodies used to be buried in the church, and they were counting the number of bodies buried directly beneath the floorboards. And they've since taken them all away. I think that was in the 1900s. They decided it was unhygienic and they removed them all. What else? I would like to tell you which cathedral that was, but I might figure it out still. And then yes, we got to do the tour, and then I got photos of the giants. So there were giants like walking through town, and that's like, it was such a special blessing day. You know, it was so not planned and not usual. And then we went in, and the choir sang for us. So you get 2 videos of, I only took 2 because the first one I wasn't sure if it would be okay to film them. And then there were like so many other people filming that I said, okay, I guess it'll be all right. And so I filmed the second 2, but I got permission to post it to YouTube so you guys can hear the the songs that this beautiful, beautiful choir sang. And the first song was Hallelujah, and I can't think of who it's from, but I don't know if you want to hear me try it. Hallelujah, hallelujah. That one. I don't know if anybody knows it. Anyway, it's kind of a classic, but I can't think of who sings it. And it made me cry. It was so beautiful. This choir is beautiful. You're gonna love it. And so that was another like special blessing. And then I went to the church afterwards and got the pilgrim's blessing. So that was a little longer than I expected, I'll be honest. There was a lot of talking, and I just got words, different words, you know, because my Spanish isn't fluent yet. So I got a whole bunch of different Spanish words, but no context really. And and then another choir sang for us, and then at the end we went up. We received the blessing, you know, with the shell. I'll have to show that to you guys at some point. I didn't bring it with me. And then they gave us the communion wafer as part of the blessing. So that was also special to get a pilgrim's blessing. And yeah, and then and I got my new things, and I packed my bag, so I'm ready to go for tomorrow. Made lots of new Camino pals, and let me think if I can remember everybody's name. Albert, Siva, I think I've told you about Tina and Aurelio. I'm not sure I got any more names, but there are others as well. That, you know, you keep meeting, you hear about this, you just keep meeting people, and then you catch up with them again. Joseph, of course, but I haven't seen Joseph in a while. And I think that's everything for today. So feeling quite good, feeling quite sorted, and I am gonna upload all these videos and photos that I took today, and probably go to sleep. So tomorrow we are off to Uterga. Okay? Bye guys. See you then. And there were 2 things that I was going to share. One was that this town was established 200 years before Christ, and there were three groups: the Romans, the Navarrans, and the French. And they had like little walls around each of their little areas, and they warred a lot with each other. They went to war with each other, and then when someone, one of them attacked the other one, and they each had their own church as well. One of them attacked the other one, like burned the church down, and then the king of that area, which is I think called Navarra, the king of that area said, okay, you know what, we're taking all these walls down, and right here in the middle we're going to have this plaza, and that's that building still stands. I can't remember when they built that, but it still stands, and that's the building. There's a picture of it. It's with the 4 flags hanging in front of it, and that's the one that that's the area where the bull run happens in Pamplona every year. And the other thing is, of course, after the box picture that you'll see
it's cut open, right? And it's cut open because, of course, I packed the whole thing. I was in a rush, right? Because there was a lot to do. And I needed to do everything, before the post office closed, and people were kind of waiting on me and stuff. And so I just kind of threw everything in there. Don't need it, because I'd already sorted out, remember what I didn't need. So I threw it all in there, and forgot. I just kind of threw in one little bottle of like 10 milliliters of liquid, completely forgetting about the whole, well, I guess I didn't realize that you couldn't mail liquids. And then when we got to the post office and she said you can't mail liquids, and I was like, okay, won't forget. And then when I brought the box, she was like, there can't be any liquids. I was like, no liquids, no, nothing like that, just a solid bar of soap, And then just at the end, before it was about to be sent, I remembered that I had the liquid in there. So we had to cut open the box, take out but I shook it so I knew where it was. So I shook it to find that corner. So that's the corner that I cut open, and took out the bottle, and it's all good, and taped it all back again. So yeah, that's it. Good night.